guys, it's CJ Flores 99, and today I have a review actually today, and let me try and find it. Well, I cannot find it. Um, but today is a review for Call of Cthulhu, 6th edition, which is the first book of Call of Cthulhu I have, and soon enough I will have more. But let's get to this review. So, first off, Call of Cthulhu is kind of like Dungeons and Dragons, but mix it in with like Cthulhu and H.P. Lovecraft's writing, and it's actually a pretty cool idea. Like you could have a slasher slash um, occult, like mystical things. Like you could have an alien campaign, you could have a zombie campaign, anything. It's like it can be pretty good. Sorry, I'm just having a headache. Um, so yeah, it's pretty gnarly. um, yeah, there's like all different kinds of things you can do in this game. Usually there's usually your character will be in the 20s, 1890s, Roman time period, modern, dark ages, future. It can be any time period, which is really cool to think because only Dungeons and Dragons takes place in medieval time, and that's it. But yeah, it's really cool. It's like if you want to check it out, there's like different kinds of videos. You could just type in Call of Cthulhu RPG, and you'll just find all these reviews and um game sessions and everything. These games can go on for like 6 hours, but it doesn't really feel like 6 hours whenever you're playing. It's like you get so sucked into it if you get into the game. It's like a video game basically. You get addicted to that and you time just goes by like that. Time goes by like that and you don't even notice. And it's already like 5 and you played like for 3 hours. So, it's sort of like that, but it's more of a long game. It's like with Call of Cthulhu, it's more of an investigation. Like let's say your character's friend, like his close friend died of a mysterious death and you basically investigate his death, and then it goes deeper and then finally you learn about things that you should not know. That's the moral of this whole game is learning things in this world that humans should never know, and they could be punished severely or they could die. You could send like a keeper instead of a dungeon master and everything. A keeper can make the game more, I guess, scary. If you want to be scared, he can he could be mean and send out Cthulhu, who's kind of impossible to kill, and just obliterate you immediately. And that's not really what you should do if you're a keeper, unless you really don't like that person and you just want to piss them off. But uh, oh, there's over hundreds of different kinds of monsters. There's Cthulhu, of course. There's Hastar the Unspeakable. There's Nyarlathotep, if I said that correctly. Um, uh, the Great Ones, the Outer Gods, the Elder Gods. There's all kinds of monsters. There's a wolf, werewolves, zombies, mummies, bats, vampires, giant worm creatures called Chthonians, um, Bayakis, which are kind of like demon flying birds or something. And then there's all kinds of things. It's just a really cool game. I mean, if you tried it out and you want to try out like something new for once, instead of just playing a video game, this game requires like teamwork to succeed. And that's like the really cool thing about this game is like to succeed in this game, you gotta be able to work with your team, and it's like commutative. and it's just it's a great game. Um, AE Movies 12, I think, or 24. I keep on messing up his name, but me and him and the Perseus 2468, we played a Cthulhu game, and I had started before them, and I already loved it immediately. But they tried it out and they thought it was pretty cool too. And yeah, it was a pretty cool session. It was us three playing a campaign. We didn't finish it though, because usually there are campaigns that are like over hundreds of pages, and they take multiple sessions and multiple hours to complete. Usually there would be over 90 hours to complete a game. Just one campaign like that. But usually there's campaigns that are like 5 minutes, like 5 pages or so. Those are like beginner ones. Um, there's all kinds of different campaigns. There's like, let's say, like the Earth gets this mysterious virus out of nowhere, and your investigator discovers it, and he has to stop it before it spreads across the world. And the virus makes plants come to life and kill people, like feast on human flesh. So that'd be a cool scenario. Just saying, if you would like to try it out and make your own scenarios. Usually, people do it like 1920s, 30s. Those are like the modern, like, eras they like to do. Like normal, the norm. Um, People usually do modern, but not too much. 1890s, not that much either. It's really not that much. Dark Ages I've not seen. Roman is it's fairly new. It's like 2 years old now. Um, but yeah, it's a pretty good game, and I recommend it to anyone that would like to try something new. And if you've ever played Dungeons and Dragons, or you like H.P. Lovecraft's writing, for example, you serious? Well, scratch that. Yeah, scratch that. Um, So yeah, it's a pretty good game. I mean, if you like Dungeons and Dragons and you like playing, if you like role playing and like acting like your character, usually your character could be like a hobo. He can be a hobo, he can be an adventurer, he can be a daredevil, he can be all these kinds of things. He could be a police officer, an investigator, um, a banker, he could be a mayor, he could be anything. And he can even be a hooker, anything. A criminal, a gangster. He could even work with Al Capone. It's your choice. It all matters about the stats. But yeah, strength, dex, constitution, appeal, willpower, intelligence, education, um, sanity, luck, knowledge, idea, size, which is like your height and your weight and everything. But overall, it's a very good game, and I recommend it to you if you like horror and you like unknown, the unknown, and sci-fi and everything. Yeah. So this has been your pal CJ Flores 99, and good playing, and Cthulhu shall rise.